This is my school project, and I'm gonna explain how making this has a lot of parallels to making a YouTube video. And this is so simple, bro, that I'm gonna be using one example throughout this whole entire video. I'm gonna be using a orange. So first thing first on my board is the topic. So bro, you can't make a project and you can't make a video if you don't have a topic. You have to know what you're talking about. So in an example of an orange, let's say I wanna show you how to cut an orange. I'm using this as an example because I actually seen a video of a woman cutting an orange a different type of way I've never seen before. I'm gonna tell you more about the orange later. After you have the idea, you have to figure out how you're gonna lay it out, how you're gonna package the video or your project. You have to figure out how you want it to look to somebody else. You want it to grab attention and you want people to have interest in it from looking at it. For a video, you would do that through the title and the thumbnail. But when you do that for a YouTube video, you want it to instantly be understood. You want people to see it and instantly know exactly what the video is about. Now, this is actually a lot easier to do when you do your title and your thumbnail first. I didn't learn that myself. I actually picked that up from Mr. Beast. I was watching a lot of interviews and stuff on how to make better videos, and Mr. Beast actually said that he makes his title and thumbnails first. He makes it even before he ever records. He'd ever hit record, he already made the title and the thumbnail. And he does this because if he can't get a good title and a good thumbnail for an idea he has, he doesn't think it will perform well and he might not even make the video, he might scrap it entirely. And to me, it's better to do it first because when you do it first, you get straight to the point. And that's what your viewers want to see. I'm gonna use an orange as an example throughout this whole entire video. So if I do the thumbnail after, I would want to put an orange in there probably. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like that, but I would want to put an orange in the thumbnail because I've been talking about it so much. But that doesn't make people want to click it. That doesn't even make sense to somebody who's seen it for the first time. You just put an orange in orange in the thumbnail of a video about how school taught you how to do YouTube. So in the case of if I was using an orange, if my video is about how to cut an orange correctly, I would probably, because my personality is I like to do funny stuff, I would probably cut the orange wrong and make that the thumbnail to show people you're cutting oranges wrong. And that what my title would be is you cut oranges wrong. And it has to be something like that because that catches attention. If I make a video about people cutting oranges wrong, people are gonna question, what? What are you talking about? How do you cut an orange wrong? If I'm cutting it wrong, what's the right way? Now you've kind of got their interest a little bit. So now they might click the video to see what you're talking about and to see a better way, if you have a better way to cut the orange. And hopefully if you tell people they cutting it wrong, you have a better way. So now that example would actually be your hook as well. And if you were making a school project, you would make the project about how to cut oranges. Next thing you need to do is research. When you make a project on a subject at school, sometimes you have to do research so that you have points to support the main point that you're trying to make. And the same thing goes for videos, especially if they're informative. And sometimes you already have the information, you already have the head knowledge, so you will just use the head knowledge. And that be what that be. And in that case, you don't really have to do research. You just say what you think or what you already know. During research, you're gonna need supplies. Now for a project, you need the supplies so that you can lay things out on the project. And for a video, you lay out the information and you use supplies or props to add another layer to your video. For example, this Instagram reel I saw of a woman cutting oranges. She shows us how to properly cut oranges and she cuts the orange in half. She has an orange with her. She cuts it in half and pushes it inside out. That way her kids can just pick the pieces instead of having to peel it or eat the inside and leave the skin. They can just peel it right off. But if she made that same video and didn't have an orange and just told you, you probably wouldn't even want to watch the video for real. You probably wouldn't even do it right if you tried it yourself. Okay, so you have your topic, your thumbnail and title, you have your research, you have your supplies. Now you just gotta present it. Okay, you might be thinking, all right, present, that's cool, straightforward. Now I just gotta do it, boom, boom, bam, it is what it is. Some people are shy, bro, and some people don't know how to talk to a camera, whatever. I was one of those people at some point, but I wanna let you guys in on a little secret. This is what I did in school when I was nervous to go up and present in front of class and talk and maybe think, oh, people might think my project is bad, I did it wrong or whatever. So when I was nervous, bro, I literally played into the fact that I was nervous. Literally, I made it awkward on purpose. I cracked jokes. I just did what I had to do to put myself in my element.
That's all, that's fine. Where is Mongolian? Eastern Hemisphere, in between Russia and China. Next slide. This is a contour map.
So they're like surrounded, huh?
Elevation map? Yeah. They're like... The president of Mongolia is... We can play that at the end. From it's two of them. It's one of them, song and dance.
You wanna do the singing and dancing one?
Yeah.
I'll give him extra points. He's up there doing that. That's funny. See, folks, don't be shy.
No, I mean, you just gotta get down.
Get down.
You know, like literally get down.
So what you got to do is when you making videos, or if you still in school, when you present your project, put your whole personality into your project, into your video, and that's gonna make you more comfortable to do it. And you know, people who can relate to you will want to watch more of your videos. And yeah, you feel me? Like even when you present your information, if you got serious information, you can present it in a funny way. Even if it is a serious topic, it don't matter. Be yourself. Just find out what your element is and lean into it whenever you record. Another thing you can do is record videos with absolutely zero intention of ever posting it. You just do this just so that you can get comfortable looking at a camera, talking to a camera, walking around in public, being in public with a camera, and not caring what anybody thinks or what they say, because that only really holds you back at the end of the day. And you're the person who want to do this, so you can't let other people's thoughts, what you think other people's thoughts is, determine what you're gonna do. You feel me? Do what you go do and follow your dream. You could also look at the camera as if it's one of your friends, one of your homies, because at the end of the day too, when you are building a community, you do have other people on the other side of this camera. You literally are talking to people. They're just not in person with you at the moment. But when you stream, you got people in your chat. When you make videos, you got people in the comments replying. But you are being watched by people, so you're not talking to yourself. You're talking to a person. So from watching this, basically, I just showed you, if you know how to make a project, bro, you know how to make a YouTube video. Literally, you just get a topic, you do your research, you make your body points, you make some points to support it, and you conclude your video. When you conclude your video, bro, you don't gotta do a long conclusion. Actually end it abruptly. Just end it. Don't end it like I'm ending it. Because now I'm yapping. When you do that, it's better for your statistics because people watch more of the video. People usually click off when you're rambling at the end, like right now as I'm talking, people are probably clicking off. And try to make stuff that start a conversation, because if it's starting a conversation, people will comment down below and like the video or whatever. Even if they don't comment, if they comment and you don't get no likes or dislikes, it's still gonna get pushed out because it's making people talk. And don't worry about likes, dislikes, hate comments, all of those things. Push your video regardless because people are interacting with it, bro. If they interact with it, it don't matter if it's YouTube, TikTok, whatever, it's gonna get pushed out to the algorithm. Now streaming is bad. You gotta grow your stuff on other platforms. You can't grow from just streaming. So, all right, man. So I appreciate y'all boys watching. Let me know if y'all wanna see the other ways school taught y'all how to make content in every single class that you went to, even outside of class. I figured out a way that doing that from school has taught you how to make videos, or you can relate it at least. And that's the reason I'm making these is for, dang, I was supposed to have been said this, but the reason I'm making this video is because my nephew keeps asking me how to make videos, and I want him to be focused on school too. So him asking me that made me realize, dang, low-key, you really learn everything you need to know in school, all the way down to doing show and tell in kindergarten. Literally, like, it's crazy. Every single period, even lunch, all of that has taught you something that you can apply to YouTube content creation. And I think we kind of overlook it. So that's why I'm making this, and I'm making it for myself too, because being a content creator, I do get caught up in stuff that don't really matter. And sometimes I do put out stuff that's just to put something out, and it's not really super creative, and it don't feel good for any creator to do that. Do something that you love, because if you don't love what you're doing, then you go kill your passion for it, and then you're not gonna do it, and you're gonna have regret later on in life. And you don't want to have regret. You want to just have it be fun, and you want to enjoy it. So don't kill your enjoyment for it. All right, bonus tip, another thing you could do, we talked about supplies and props. Dress the part, bro. Dress the part as close as you can get it. You don't gotta literally be that, but it add a little bit of depth to the video from a viewer's perspective, and just for you, like it feels fun and more creative if you dress the part. Like if I go home and I do a stream where I'm playing a police simulator, if I'm dressed up as a police officer, it's just like funny. You could do a little whole bit with that and everything, and people who scrolling past and see it, they will be like, why is he dressed up as a police officer? And they might click on the video or the stream or whatever and chop it up with you. So just do creative stuff that make it fun for you, that adds depth to it. And another thing too is a lot of us, before we make videos, we get caught up in like the equipment that we have. Cameras, buying a camera and buying a mic and buying all these things do not really, they're not really needed. Like this don't count towards your supplies for your videos. You can do all this from your phone, bro, your smartphone. It's so many people who make videos and stuff, and they be going crazy, and they have like the worst stuff ever. Literally, they be off of iPhone 6, iPhone 6S posting. and they start going crazy. All you need is your iPhone, literally. That's all you need. And if you want to get better stuff, when you start making money, use the money that you make or extra money to pour back into your stuff. And another thing too, bonus tip, I guess, kind of, put God first. If you have any struggle with anything in your life, the Bible has an answer for it, and God has an answer for you, and he can help you through this process. Just make sure you include him in everything. Even if it feel weird, even if you don't know how people go react to it, it don't matter, bro. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Love y'all. Peace, man.